Hello folks, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today I want to talk about my favorite topic. It's top cryptocurrency stocks. As you can see, cryptocurrency is really gaining popularity, and in my mind, cryptocurrency is going to become one of the popular currency as we go forward. Some of the evidence is evident. So if you look at Elon Musk, he's saying Tesla invested about 1.5 billion in Bitcoin, and that's sent cryptocurrency to record levels. MicroStrategy, another company, they announced about $1 billion purchase in 2020. PayPal is getting into cryptocurrency, buying and selling, and Square also announced they're going to purchase bitcoins and also allow trading of bitcoins. So as you can see here, more and more companies and even non-traditional financial institutions like fintech, they are getting into cryptocurrency. So it's really a matter of time when most of the companies will start investing in cryptocurrency and use it as a really reserve for some of their assets. So with that, let's jump into a few stocks and see where we can make money. So with that, here are 20 cryptocurrency stocks, and the ones in bold are my favorites because they've been moving very rapidly of late. Um, let's start from the top. Bit Digital, BTBT, Marathon Patent, MARA, Riot Blockchain, RIOT, HIVE Blockchain, HVBTF, Silvergate Capital, SI, EBON, which is Ebang, um, GBTC, Grayscale, Bitcoin Trust. It's really a Bitcoin Trust, not a like a company that goes up and down. Then we got HUT8 Mining, Canaan Inc, Galaxy Digital. There are some other companies as you can see here. There is Square, PayPal, NVIDIA, Tesla, AMD. I have it there because they contribute to the cryptocurrency, but they don't move as much as these smaller players. So that's why the smaller price stocks are my favorites here because they tend to move very fast and you can make good amount of money. So with that, let's go into the profile of this some of these companies. Hut8 Mining, they're into cryptocurrency mining in Canada, and it's about $698 million company. Bit Digital, they're about $912 million company. They're also into Bitcoin mining. And then we got Marathon Patent. Again, it's a little bigger company, 3.47 billion. They're also into cryptocurrency mining. And then we got Riot blockchain. It's actually RIOT. They're also into Bitcoin, technologies. Let me just quickly correct it. Um, and this company is doing very well of late. Stock chart is really doing well. Little bigger company. Silvergate Capital SI, they're again $3.41 billion company. This is really a bank, that really helps with the Bitcoin transactions. This is doing very well. Ebang, EBON, $778 million company, and they're into manufacturing Bitcoin mining machines. This is one of the picks and shovels play, as you can see here. And Galaxy Digital, they also have blockchain technology and the digital assets. Canon, they're into again, picks and shovels. They make these IC circuits and some of these products for Bitcoin mining. Then we got Hive Blockchain. They're also a mining company. As you can see, a lot of mining companies, and some, at least a couple picks and shovel type plays. So with that, let's go into some of the numbers and see why these make sense. From a number perspective, many of these companies are, as smaller companies. We call it over the counter OTC. They don't have strict reporting policies like the bigger companies. So that's why some of the numbers you don't get them in Yahoo Finance or some of the traditional places. You got to really hunt for them, but they may not be completely accurate at times because they don't have strict reporting guidelines like bigger companies like Tesla or Square or PayPal. With that in mind, BTBT Bit Digital is, the way to look at this is really this table contains these companies, and they are sorted by performance. The top one is the highly performing stock in last 1 year. It's in a descending order. So with that, Bit Digital has done about 5,000% performance in last 1 year. It's about $23 stock price, about $2.83 billion company. So the reason I like this company is really, depending on the day, off late, if you watch stock market, intently, some days, the cryptocurrencies go up, and some days marijuana or like cannabis type stocks go up. So if you watch properly, you could buy Bitcoin when they fall off, and then you can sell when they go up. So that's a better way to trade in them. But if you're a long-term buy holder, you can buy some of these and keep it for a long time. So it's really up to you. If you want to trade, you can trade in and out. Look for a good entry position where some of these stocks come down drastically, so you could buy then. And next is Marathon Patent, MARA, about 2,800% 1 year performance. Stock price is not much. Some of these things, what I'll also do is I would buy a Delta 70 call, maybe 3 months out. So that's a good way to really trade in and out also. And revenue growth is very good, 159%, as you can see here. Operating cash, many of these companies are really investing heavily into mining machines, so they are not great when it comes to operating cash and free cash flow, but they do have cash, especially some of these crypto type cash. Next is Riot blockchain, about a $38 price, $1.2 billion, and performance is very very big, 2593. Revenues about 7.99 million, good revenue growth, and I think overall doing very well. Next is HIVE blockchain, one of the lesser known stocks, again a OTC stock, and good performance, and stock price is very low, as you can see here. Some of these companies you can buy, maybe say 1,000 or so stock, and you can buy when it's low, and then you can sell a little bit later. Silvergate, very consistent stock. It's been doing very well, and this is one of the bank. It's good financials. You could buy this company and keep it for longer term. Ebang or EBON, it's about $6 company, $11 billion market cap, very good performance. Revenue is 22 million. Revenue growth is negative. Some of these cryptocurrencies, depending on what year you're looking at, they may or may not do well. And the reporting also, not so accurate. Sometimes you look at a little bit older report. Off late, with the cryptocurrency doing well, I'm sure this is doing very well too. This could be a little bit older number. Then you got MicroStrategy, a little bit higher price stock, as you can see. I did not highlight it because for many folks this could be too expensive. The way to play these higher price stocks is to buy a call spread, as an example. If it is 10.19, you could buy a call spread, maybe say $20 spread, maybe say 10.10 to 10.30 or something along those lines when the stock is down, and then you can trade out of the spread. Next is Tesla, same story. I would typically buy call spread here, maybe 800 830 type spread, and buy when stock is down a little bit and then sell it off. Grayscale, it's again a Bitcoin trust. They kind of hold this Bitcoin asset. It's been very consistently going up of late. It's a little bit safer play because they hold Bitcoin. Then you got SOS Limited, again a smaller stock price, about $4.24 billion company. I think it's a good one. As you can see here, good performance and good revenue. Then we got Hut 8 Mining, a little bit smaller stock price here, and market cap is not too big. Good performance here. These are, it's a good company to buy and hold. You could even trade in and out too. Next two are really Canon and Galaxy Digital. Again, low stock price and a good performance. I would, recommend either to buy it and hold it for a while, or even trade in and out, either way. So with that, let's go into two or three companies in a little more detail and see if they are good for us. And also, before we do that, let's look at performance of these companies and see how can we make money in these companies and get some idea. So if you look at these companies, we have the way to read this chart is we got companies at the top, the ticker symbols, and then we got monthly performance here. So I always look at the monthly performance. It will tell me when, timing perspective, how to time. As example here, EBON, probably we can buy now because they had a little bit bad January. Now they're trying to recover, so it's a good, you can buy now and go from there. Whereas BTBT, it's having a very good time, I guess. It had 23% raise or a performance in February. I would little bit wait for stock to fall. This could be a little bit dated, but I would wait for a little bit, stock to fall a couple percentage points, then I would buy. Marathon, I would wait. Blockchain, the Riot blockchain also. See here, performance is so big here. You need to wait for a pullback here to buy. And you could buy things like EBON, which is fallen down a little bit. Now it came up. MicroStrategy is you could it's really up and down all the time. So you could time it so well. So when it's down, you can buy a call spread. Then you can check it off. GBTC is a conservative play. You could buy this and keep it. It's like you're as if you're holding the Bitcoin itself. So it's a really conservative play. Then we got SOS, which went up so much. I would not buy at this point. Whereas BRPHF, I could make a point to buy this now because it's fell off 89%, came up a little bit, fell off a little more. So this is something you could buy and sell it later. So with that, let's go into three stocks into a little more detail. First is Ebang International, or EBON. So they're into Bitcoin mining machines. It's a pick and shovel play. A very low stock price, 5.91. As you can see here from an earning announcement, they have been doing very well. But here they did some they have some revenue which decreased year 86%, which is typically in this industry because with the Bitcoin going up and down, things can really fluctuate very rapidly. A revenue perspective, I think they had 50% more revenue. It's a revenue decrease again. It's a revenue decrease. Gross loss, I think loss kind of decreased, which is a good sign. Net loss, again, it's about 6.96 million compared to a bigger number previously, which is a good sign again. And from a numbers perspective, as you can see here, from a revenue between 630 2020 to 630 2019, revenue is a little bit less here, as you can see here, and year over year revenue is about 50% less, and loss is also a little bit less, which is a good sign. They're really reducing their loss, which is good. Overall, stock price being low, and it's a longer term play. And also when you looked at the performance, it's in a good place to really make some initial trade here on this and maybe buy some and keep it. If you look at the chart here, it's a 1-year chart, as you can see, 12-month chart, courtesy of TD Ameritrade. And its earning is tomorrow, which is 12th, as you can see here. And stock came down to the earning. So normally when stock comes down before the earning, it kind of tells you, stock will not, maybe it has room to run after the earnings. So I would buy, some before the earning if possible. I don't know, is it, it could be before the open. So good time to buy because stock is kind of coming down. And volatility is trying to pick up a little bit. It's very typical because it's just before earning, and relative strength is not too much. So I think it's okay to buy because not too expensive here. Next, let's look at Marathon Petroleum, sorry, Marathon Patent. So here, market cap is really consistently growing. As you can see here, their cash is about 17.25 million. They got a lot of digital currencies, and they got some liability, and operating margin is negative right now, which is an improvement from last year, as you can see here. And they've been making some news in their earnings announcement last time. Their revenue is about $835,000 and 1.7 million, and 160% increase in the in the revenue itself. They've been doing making some news here around earnings. I think it's overall, like we talked about earlier, this company itself has gone so much in the price. I would wait for a little bit pullback and then buy. Next one, let's look at the chart of Marathon. As you can see here, it's kind of went up so rapidly last couple months here. I would wait for a little bit pullback. There is earning coming up in 27 days. So typically these stocks, go up so much one day, come down. So it's good to trade in and out. Next, look at Canon, CAN, and again it's a smaller player. Revenues to 24 million. They don't have all the data available, so you got to really look at search and see what data is available. And they seem to be really focusing on reducing the inventory, and they're also maintained, because Bitcoin maintained a upside momentum. They seem to be doing well. This is really around. Canon is about strategic. They mine the cryptocurrencies. So when the cryptocurrency itself does very well, these guys do very well too. From a stock chart perspective, I would not touch this right now because as you can see here, it has gone up so much. I would wait for a little bit pull back here, maybe pull back to, in this case, maybe around say $7 or $7.50 or $8. Then I could buy some because it had some very good up days. It's difficult to touch at this point. So that's the wrap here. Just to sum it up, cryptocurrencies are really gaining momentum, and these are the ones in bold are really my favorites. And if you want to really play with the higher price stocks like MicroStrategy, Tesla, some of these stocks you could easily buy maybe a little bit and keep it for long term, or you could even buy some call spread and then trade in and out. With that, thank you very much. Happy trading and investing.